Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Midweek Minutes. This past Sunday, Pastor Mike continued the study in the book of Philippians, and the title of the message was, What's the Difference? Our passage was taken from Philippians chapter 4, verses 15 and 17. The Apostle Paul says, As you know, you Philippians were the only ones who gave me financial help when I first brought you the good news, and then traveled on to Macedonia. No other church did this. Even when I was in Thessalonica, you sent help more than once. I don't say this because I want to give from you. Rather, I want you to receive a reward for your kindness. What's the difference? Well, if you've noticed by now, I'm in a different setting. I'm usually filming midweek minutes in my home, in the yard, or someplace like that. But this week, my family are on vacation, and we're visiting our family up in Rhode Island. Now, Rhode Island is a place where I went to college at Brown University, and I played football here. Now, I wasn't the greatest athlete, I wasn't super fast. And one of the things we used to do to help our quickness and stay in shape was do a drill called suicides. And when I was in college running these suicides, our coach would always say, make sure you start behind the line and touch each line. These are small details. And at the time, I didn't really get the details. But I soon came to learn that the difference is in the details. The small things matter. And although you may not think that the small things that you're doing matter, they really do matter to God. Now, like I said, I wasn't the greatest athlete. I only ran like a 4.6 40. There were guys on the team that ran 4.3s, who made it to the NFL and all those good things. But I was able to do my part to help the team to be disciplined, to do all the things that just make us a more sound team all around. And the difference is, I didn't focus on what I couldn't do. And that was one of our points from Sunday. Don't let the things you can't do stop you from the things you can do. And we all have the ability in our own sphere of influence to impact those that we come into contact with. And it's all about sharing the love of Christ. We don't have to be a theologian. We don't have to have a degree in theology, but we can tell the difference that God has made in our lives. So what's the difference? That's a provocative question that is answered in our last point from Sunday. You see, the difference you make is a difference that matters to God. And so we want to do our part because God sees everything that we do, and the little details that we do to share the good news with others is going to make a difference for eternity. So what's the difference? The difference is you. Do what you can. And I hope that you'll be able to make that difference that God has called you to do. Thank you for joining me for another edition of Midweek Minutes. Hope to see you again next week. And go Brown!